As you can see, I have a black eye, and the reviewer's taken over the show. Fuck it, let's just start it. Here's the final part of Dragon Ball.
Hi, I'm the Reminisce Reviewer, and welcome to the last installment of Dragon Ball Month.
When we last saw Goku, he was travelling around the world for training purposes. Afterwards, he heads back, and just in time for the 22nd World Tournament.
And just in time for the Tien Shinhan saga, where we will be introduced to new characters. Hey, Analyst, you gonna come right in?
Why? Basically, you've taken over the show.
Really? Oh yeah! Whoops! Hey, I got an idea. I'll continue doing what I'm doing, and you can add some riffs and raps for the show.
You're nuts.
Do you want any control of this show or not?
What's the point? You basically pulled a coup d'etat on me.
A coup d'etat. Whoops again! Get your ass over here.
So, as Goku, Krillin and Yamcha compete at the tournament, we have new rivals. Notable fighters such as King Chopper, Man-Wolf, Pamput, and the saga's namesake, Tien, a free-eyed humanoid martial artist.
Well, according to the Dragon Ball Wiki, it says that he is a descendant to a clan of Triclopses.
Right.
He also knows some exotic martial arts, like growing 2 extra arms from his back, and splitting into 4 people, and some other multiple abilities, which we will see in future seasons.
He also has a little partner named Chaosu. Though technically human, he resembles that of the Jiangshi, aka the Chinese vampire.
Huh? Wait a minute. Why only Tien getting a saga and not Chaozu?
Maybe Tien's the starring pupil.
Yeah, well, but still.
Yeah, I know.
Also, Jackie Chan shows up. And, oh crap! He just got beaten up by Tien! Oh, the humanity! So yeah, Tien is what we call a dirty fighter. Heck, he broke Yamcha's leg to make sure he would never fight again.
I mean, Yamcha could have done a flying crane, but he's a student of the Turtle Hermit.
And it also would have been very ironic given Tien being a crane student.
We then have the psychotic martial arts teacher named Shen, aka the Crane Hermit, and rival of Master Roshi, and an utter evil asshole.
Sound familiar?
Mercy is for the weak. Here on the street in competition.
Luckily, it all comes down to the 2 fighters, Goku versus Tien.
Hang on, this is Karate Kid. Here!
Not really. Same setting, but the fight is more fierce.
With Goku overcoming Tien's skills and abilities, later Tien comes up with a plan. He levitates in the air and destroys the arena with his Tri-Beam.
Why would he do that?
Well, by destroying the arena, Goku has no choice but to get out of the arena, thus making him lose the tournament.
Ah. So Goku does lose.
Well, he does, but with one last-ditch effort.
Wait a minute, this is Karate Kid! Here!
Stop with the Karate Kid references! And let's move on. By the way, Daniel-san won.
Goku leaps into the air and readies for one final Kamehameha wave. And at the last moment, he turns around using the attack to send him rocketing into Tien. And both fighters fall to the ground. Goku first and Tien second.
And that is how Tien beats Goku.
That's it? A fluke.
I guess you could call it that. Anyway, moving on.
Now, Tien does have a change of heart, but I won't get into the details. Long story short, Goku and his friends celebrate, even though Goku lost.
Question. Where's Krillin?
Oh, he's just helping gain Goku stuff.
Right, so Krillin's now Goku's manservant.
He's helping him out after a battle. But Goku also wonders where Krillin is as well. And what happens?
Well, Goku searches for him, only to find him dead.
Yikes.
I know. Nasty. And this leads to the next saga. The King Piccolo saga. Okay. Let's get to the gist of it. Shall we?
This saga revolves around the main antagonist, Piccolo, aka King Piccolo, aka Demon King Piccolo. He is an evil green creature who not only wants to take over the world, but also wanting to be the strongest being on the planet. He was released from a prison in form of an electric rice cooker. And who released him? Why, none other than Pilaf. Yeah, he thought he could try and take over the world with Piccolo, but like the curse of the Hawaiian Tiki, he got gypped.
Now, Pilaf isn't the only one helping out. Piccolo gets help in the form of vomiting out eggs.
These are Piccolo's henchmen / children. Tambourine, the thing that killed Krillin and many other martial artists contenders.
Symbol, his job is to look for the Dragon Balls, but gets decked by another character later on.
Piano, a pterodactyl-headed advisor-like guy.
And Drum. He is strong as he is fat, the shortest-lived son of Piccolo, and a fatter version of Tambourine, and structured like Symbol.
Now all we need is a guitar and a piccolo, and we have a band.
Rock on! Now, to speed things up, here's what happens.
Chaozu and Roshi die. While Goku takes on Piccolo's monsters, we are then introduced to Yajirobe, a lazy but powerful Ronin who is good with a sword. The characters that died get carried into capsule coffins, not to be taken as pills.
And with two of Piccolo's creations now being destroyed, Piccolo takes matters into his own hands, as well as the Dragon Balls. He wishes to be young again, then destroys Shenron.
He's smart, but still an asshole. Kind of like the many people that I've met within my life.
Later, Goku goes to Korin Tower, into a pot containing an ice maze leading to a cave of darkness.
Don't worry, I've never feared the dark before.
You will. You will be. You will be.
And it's only to find the ultra-divine water which comes off as poison.
But he obviously survives, and he is ready to take on Piccolo.
Now for the showdown, and Goku fights Piccolo with all he's got. With Piccolo getting more enraged, Goku dodges his powerful attacks. Goku gets hit in the knee, but he then still kicks some ass.
Eventually, Goku gets crippled with both of his legs and one arm.
Goku prepares to put all of his strength into one single punch. And with the image of the Great Ape appears with Goku, he punches a hole right through Piccolo's chest. As Piccolo has one last breath, he spits out his last egg, which contains an offspring designed to carry all of his father's knowledge and strengths. King Piccolo swears vengeance, and explodes. Yajirobe shows up and catches Goku and prepares to drive Goku back to Korin Tower.
Now we move to the Piccolo Jr. saga. And this is the last one in the show.
You can have this one.
So, this saga starts with getting the Dragon Balls back and revive the people who were killed. Korin tells Goku that he can do that by going up higher to Korin's tower in order to reach Kami's lookout.
Once Goku arrives, one of the most racist characters appears in anime history. Mr. Popo. Servant of Kami and gardener and caretaker of Kami's lookout point. He can also ride a magic carpet.
So, Goku goes through a test to fight Mr. Popo, but fails. But this doesn't stop Kami from making an appearance.
And no, it's not Piccolo, that's Kami. I don't get it.
Piccolo and Kami were once a singular entity. He made the splits because he really wanted that job as Guardian of Earth. So, Kami agrees to recreate the Dragon Balls and revive his friends, but only in one condition. He must train at Kami's lookout for 3 years.
3 years later, Goku returns and fights at the World Martial Arts Tournament. Unfortunately, Chaozu doesn't make it, as well as a masked Yajirobe. But the ones that do make it are Goku, obviously, Krillin, Yamcha, Tien, and a nerdy guy named Hero.
No, not that hero. This one, who is, by the way, possessed by Kami. And a cyborg version of Mr. Tao.
Wait, he survived?
I know, zany. But how did he get to this point?
With a good imagination and a lot of zenny.
We also find out that he is the brother of the Crane Hermit, which kind of makes sense when you think about it. Or not.
Never dies. Bet your ass.
We also have a female fighter who is Chi-Chi from the previous sagas. And of course, we have Junior, Piccolo Jr. And with that, let the World Tournament begin!
So, other than fighting in the tournament, each round consists of story-driven plot lines, with Tien being able to stand up against Tao and his a-hole of a brother Shen. Goku and Chi-Chi sorting out a misunderstanding and of course good old-fashioned humour. In the preliminaries, Goku vs Tien shows how Goku has gotten better since the last time they fought in the tournament. Hero vs Junior is where it gets very interesting, since they both speak a secret language. And this is where Hirokami tries the containment wave at Piccolo. But that backfires and Kami is now in a bottle. Oh, and Hero's okay. And he's with his family. This obviously leads to the moment you've all been waiting for. Goku vs Junior. As Piccolo Jr. squares off against Goku, after some attacks, the evil maniac decides to destroy the arena and all the spectators. But Goku manages to deflect it. Then Goku counters another attack with his Super Kamehameha and reflects the beam back at Piccolo Jr.
It's then realized that to be the evil King Piccolo, and the crowd flees in terror. Now with the people safe from harm, Goku can kick some green ass.
Piccolo Jr. now uses his giant form to grow to the size of a large building. Where are the Power Rangers when you need them?
But this works for Goku now that he is able to enter Piccolo Jr.'s mouth, and then escapes with the bottle where Kami is stored. Realizing that his great size is not helping Piccolo Jr., he returns to normal size. After some more sparring, Piccolo Jr. stuns Goku with his antenna beam. As he moves in for a follow-up blow, he is blocked by Kami, who enters the fight. Goku protests this, and after making Kami agree to let him fight on his own, allows Piccolo Jr. a free hit.
Ouch! That's gonna hurt! As Piccolo Jr. attempts his next attack, Goku once again turns the tables on him and manages to get the beam to hit Piccolo Jr. The blast seriously damages one of Piccolo Jr.'s arms, and he is forced to rip it off and grow a new one.
As Piccolo Jr. gets mad, he uses an attack which generates a massive explosion. Which Piccolo Jr. puts a great deal of energy into the attack. He gives Goku an opening and finishes him off with a Kamehameha.
Thinking that Piccolo Jr. is defeated, Goku lets down his guard. Piccolo Jr. suddenly springs up, catches Goku by surprise with a beam from his mouth, blasting a hole through Goku's shoulder, as well as crippling all of his limbs. Oh, the humanity! To finish him off, Piccolo Jr. leaps into the air and fires a powerful ki attack at him, leaving no trace of Goku. Thinking that Piccolo Jr. has won, his victory is short-lived, since Goku has mastered the art of flight and dodged the attack. Goku then smashed his inert body into Piccolo Jr., knocking him out of the ring and causing him to lose the tournament. The winner is Goku! And the crowd goes wild!
Right, we're done. That's it now. Piss off!
Not so fast, analyst. There is one thing that needs mentioning. After the defeat of Piccolo, there was a 5-episode mini-saga. It had Goku and Chi-Chi's wedding, and a journey that helped out a Furnace Guardian, Anin. Thus leads up to the end of Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z. Also, there was a prototype version of Dragon Ball called Dragon Boy, basically a dragon version of Goku, with wings instead of a tail.
Thanks, Annie. The last few sagas were very good, introducing new characters, with Tien being an interesting fighter and Piccolo being one of Goku's most biggest challenges. There's a lot of good stuff in it, catchy music, great action sequences, and hilarious moments.
The story of Goku is also good, as well as the story overall, and all the loose ends are tied up in a nice little bow. Goku can be annoying at times, but he's still a good character. The support characters do have their uses too, and they do have their moments within the show. The villains. From Pilaf to Piccolo, they are amusing, like trying their best at getting the Dragon Balls, but fail and killing Goku. Last but not least, the 7 MacGuffins that make this story possible. It's a gem in anime history, and like the 7 Dragon Balls, this show is a treasure.
Now, analyst, I want you to relax and tell me, in your professional opinion, what did you think of this show?
Well, I didn't mind it. I thought it was a good series. I just like to keep my opinions to myself.
Really? Yeah, right. Well, folks, I tried. I'm the Reminisce Reviewer, and that concludes the Anime Addicts Dragon Ball Month.
Seriously?
I mean, I didn't mind it, I just don't make a big deal about it. I mean, I would give it approval of it, but I'll let the fans decide that.